Well, welcome to the beautiful city of Barcelona. It's actually the exit of the city because we're at Barcelona Airport, which is something so beautiful. I thought I would do a quick video just to show you some of the shopping, some of the dining. And as you come down the escalator, you'll just see it's a magnificent layout, very modern, very stylish, and built by a very famous architect. He's done a lot of projects around the world. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a walking tour and just give you an idea what the shops are like. There's some entertainment. The food selections are amazing. You know, they're very famous for ham in this part of the world. So some of the cafes and cafeterias will specialize in that. But just to kind of quickly pan around, once again, just a beautiful layout, lots of glass, lots of light, and certainly a lot of people. It's a very busy airport. I'm going to start on this particular side here. They tend to have food in the middle. The shopping is kind of on the sides as well. But, you know, prêt à manger, we know this is a chain around the world. Delicious baked goods, delicious sandwiches. Here's a store that is focused on Barcelona-related items. And let's get a quick peek in here to see what we might have that we can't get in other parts of the world. So, you know, definitely the nougats, the Torrone, these are things that Spain is very famous for. And then, of course, the olive oils, the chocolates. You know, everyone makes chocolate, but they're always a little different depending where you travel to. And then you have a lot of these local goods right here. So you have these olives and salts. Very cool. There's no room in the luggage for anything at all. If I was flying nonstop from here back to the US, I could take a little more bags with me because then you're not worried about going through security, but I have to check through Zurich and then Chicago. So I'll have to do security twice. And you're very limited on how many bags you have. Here now is kind of a market style food court, and they have a nice selection of fruits and some salads. These are very nice to see. You know, I don't know, a lot of our US airports just don't have this degree of specialty. Look, here's a guy frying chicken on the grill, which is just amazing. And you know, I flew to Europe through Chicago, the Chicago International Airport, and it's one of the busiest ones we have in the country, but it has nothing like this. I mean, the shopping selections are limited, the food options are really limited, the lounges aren't great, and so I'm a little disappointed in Chicago's international experience. LAX, Bradley Terminal is a very good one. You know, JFK is pretty good, but they really have it nailed here. When you come for fast food at places like this, the kiosks are so heavily used, and we have them in the US as well, but anywhere in the world I go, the kiosks are kind of the number one. But what's cool, when you do fast food, whether it's Burger King or McDonald's, you have table service. So that's a nice option. So you sit down with the number and they bring out your burgers and fries to you. So how about that, huh? Oh, and then here's football, soccer. This is a popular spot. Great colors, look at these colors. That is really cool. Barcelona. This is that famous nougat you get here. Hola, may I try one? I'm filming right now, let's see. Me gusta mucho. Gracias. Then you have a suitcase shop here. This is where you want to come get that extra suitcase when you're running out of space. Look how beautiful. This is the boarding area of the Barcelona Airport. It goes really, really, really far. But look at the architecture. I could spend hours here. Everything's a little larger than life, very loud, very bright. For those of you that are bear lovers, right? And then we get over to sweets and candies. Look at the size of that lollipop. Souvenirs. And I promise you all this is made in China. You got watches, swatches, crystals. This is the famous cathedral that's been under construction for 100 plus years. And word on the street is this is the year that they actually finish it. So that'll be nice to see and kind of come back to. And of course your Toblerones, so many different varieties here. A lot of chocolates, M&Ms, Cadbury, Milka. This is my favorite, Milka. It's a Swiss, and you can get it in the US, but it's just more fun when you buy it in Europe, especially when you're in Germany or Switzerland. It just feels that it tastes better there for some reason. And then right in the middle, this beautiful tapas takeaway sandwiches. Once again, always with the touch screens. But if you're ready for a bite, this is one place you can come. There's also, if you are flying premium business class or first class out of Barcelona, then you will be eligible to go to one of the many clubs. Well, there's a main club here, but there's some smaller ones, and that's pretty good. Everything's included. So this is still part of the main duty-free. They have all the names here: Chanel, Armani, Dior, Tom Ford. Tom Ford colognes are amazing, by the way, if you haven't tried any. But they have samples there you can try. Here's a place that I love. It's called Santa Maria, and the Iberico ham, which is very famous around here, is the main specialty. I know here they have one here up on a rack. Look how delicious this is. If you've never been to this part of Spain, look how beautiful this is. The ham is all sliced beautifully, charcuterie, and then this is it here. And I don't pronounce it right, but they say pata negra, which is black something, but it's because the hoof is actually black. And very expensive, but it's really, really, really good ham. You really have to try it. And then the sandwich that I like, they just take a baguette, Spanish version of it. They just put the ham on it. I don't think it's even butter. I think it's just the ham and the bread. And the ham is so, well, you know, ham is a little greasy to begin with, but just the ham on a piece of bread is just amazing. You have this La Donatella, Italian sandwiches, paninis, really, really nice. Pastries again. Yeah, so, you know, when I travel through a lot of US airports, I don't see the same stuff. You know, they're nice, but in some of our major cities, in Chicago, this is for you. You've got to get that international terminal up to speed a little bit. So this is kind of one, and oh, I missed another place. All right, here's a delicatessen. There you have the ham as well. Maybe we can catch a peek at one of those sandwiches over here. But you can get an idea right there, more the ham. Yeah, and you see that's the sandwich that I was talking about, the torta. It's really, really good, delicious. So, and you see them right here, beautiful. And then this gentleman slicing right there. Wow, look at that, it's like art. And you can bring this home. I know when you fly into the US, they ask you about meats, and you really can't bring meats in. But I think this stuff, the way it's packaged, they'll let you come in. I think as long as it's commercially packaged and you have to declare it, you should be okay. But look at the beautiful olive oils. I mean, it's just like, that's like perfume. Look at that. Maybe it is perfume. No, it's olive oil. But I reckon, based on that bottle, it's quite expensive. And then back on the other side here, you can actually sit down and have some snacks. I'm almost tempted to get one of those sandwiches because they're so good, but I mean, I just had lunch. Well, I'll have to just visualize it and imagine it as being so good. And then just sort of swinging around this side, I couldn't sort of do this whole tour without a quick stop to show you the popularity of McDonald's here. And I had lunch there, so I didn't get it on video. But, okay, my thing with McDonald's, I'm trying to eat very healthy, and I just finished 2 weeks on a ship, eating very well. But, you know, sometimes you just need your McDonald's, and I make no apologies for that. I'm very bold in my love of McDonald's French fries, quarter pounder with cheese. But here's the McDonald's, and look at the kiosks. Busy, busy, busy. And every McDonald's has sort of some specialty items. I just had my quarter pounder with cheese. I mean, I'm not gonna mess around. But look how busy this is. And then if you want, there is table service. So when you do your order, you take one of those and you put it down on your table and they bring it to you. All the people, the crowds. Oops, pardon. That looks really good. People, people, people. And then right next to it, they have the McCafe. Look at these cookies. Oh. Wow. But you notice, the airport's crowded. Most of the restaurants are not as crowded. This place is just wild. And here's something that's really cool about this airport. There's a little outdoor, it's not a garden, but it's like a terrace. So if you just want to get out in the sunshine while you're waiting for your flight or have a smoke, don't smoke, boys and girls, you can come out here and then suddenly you have sunshine. And for those of you sun worshipers, it's your last chance to get a little bit of that Mediterranean sun all over you. I'm gonna take us up into the lounge now, and I don't wanna be so obvious that I'm filming there. So I'm gonna go in and show you what they're serving. Maybe we get one of those sandwiches if they have it. But I'm gonna try not to speak a lot, just so it's not that obvious that I'm doing filming. And one of my secrets is when I use my camera, I turn the screen off so no one can see that it's actually on. That's the secret. All right, here we go. Excuse me? Sorry. Okay. Look at that, hot dogs. Wow. I picked the wrong day to give up hot dogs. Nice sandwiches. And then a little cheese. I think because the ham here is very expensive, nice stuff. I don't think they would serve it in the lounge. I think the cost is just too excessive. But you have a nice station, beautiful wines. These are really nice. They do a great job. I mean, they really do. Down here in the middle, your yogurts, for you Coca-Cola fans. You won't find Diet Coke in Spain. You'll have Coke Zero, which is fine. But the UK has Diet Coke, but nowhere else in Europe. It's always Coke Zero. So that's my quick tour. And now you know all about the Barcelona Airport, the shopping and eating. So next time you come here, you'll know exactly where to go, exactly what to buy, and hope I'm very helpful. Maybe I'll do more airport tours as I travel around. This one is really worth having a look at. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.